We're taping. Okay. So I intended to make some moments of memory because in a few hours it will be HE's 77th day of remembrance since he was created. 7 years ago, God gave him his wings unexpectedly, but grateful for the fact that he's with us. I'm saying he's with us because his soul is with us, but even though his body was already withdrawn from us, his soul lives on. I'm coming to a mid thought, beautiful mid thought. Me and my daughter are visiting about, I can't do math for some reason now, 12 years ago. No, not 12 years ago. She was 3 or 4. She's 14 now, 10 years ago. No. Yeah, 10 years ago, about 10 years ago. The girl does not want to come down the stairs from my sister's house. She decides to sit on each step and come down. H.E., her best friend, which I have to share because he was my best friend as well. Mom, don't get jealous, you're my best friend too. And sis, don't get jealous, you're my best friend too. Just in a different way. Anyway, I'm shedding away from the story. H.E. says, Nina, Amora. My daughter's name is Amora. Today, you're going to do it the right way. But Opa, which means grandpa in Dutch, or pop-ups in English, says, no, you're not coming down these steps anymore. I'm going to teach you the right way. I look at my dad and I'm like, who got time for this? We got to go out. Who got time for this? He refuses for us to move an inch further, closer to the door of exit, before his granddaughter learns how to walk faithfully, with holding her hand like a little lady down the steps. Because his determination at that moment was, she's walking down the steps. And not climbing down the steps, and not being lifted from the steps on the top all the way to the bottom. She's doing this independently. If there's one thing Henry is known for, it's to stamp, it's to drill, it's to weld the form of independence in you. Because for him, two sets of hands clapping in a concert together was a way better concert result than one set. Or, well, you can't clap with one hand. But the better the music, the more hands clap together. Determination was something Henry was full of, or is full of. Why I say is full of? Because he has instilled his legacy into all of us, which he has influenced one way or another, whether it be work-wise, whether it be parent-wise, whether it be sibling-wise, whether it be relative-wise, any-wise. He instilled determination and self-sufficiency into you. And these days, especially now, these last 3 years, or 2 years, I should say, people are going to disagree, but this is not what I'm doing for people. I'm just stating the facts. But these last 2 years almost, I know that self-sufficiency is to master independence, self-control, learning how to master discipline, self-control, patience, a word that I hate, or hate it. I'm learning how to love it now. Actually, I'm forced now to love it because I'm in certain predicaments that I may have put myself into, but I have to deal with, like it or not. And also, he taught me, and it's being reiterated in the cojones, the cabeza, the brain, in the head, in the medulla. It's being reiterated that patience is the key to success, to succeed. That patience is something that you have to master. And even though you master it, you can never ever get rid of it. You can never overdo patience, because patience comes in many forms. Patience comes in many ways. Patience comes in karma-like, I should say, formula, dose. And patience is something you have to master. I have to say, H.E. taught me self-control. I used to hate when he used to say, control yourself, but darn it, it's in my head, on my right shoulder, a lot of the time when I'm thinking about doing something out of the context. When I'm thinking of making abrupt decisions, his words settle in with control yourself.